Yeah, let's just do this. Hey everybody, and welcome back. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Hi, so something lacks structure, and that something is the life, and that life is mine. So I thought that in order to fix that, I would film a video that I don't normally film on occasion. Occasion being when I'm supposed to film them, because I might have uploaded my last month's TBR like 10 days in. Anyway, I'm not somebody who posts TBRs much because I never follow them, I cheat on them, I'm a whore.
Good heavens.
And that's why I just don't bother making them, because I don't like feeling like a fucking failure at the end of the month. However, plot twist, I did pretty well last month, if I do say so myself, okay? So today I'm gonna be talking to you about the books I would like to read in the month of June. And since we're like nearly halfway through the year, I was thinking of filming a top 10/7/ in general best books of the year so far. So if y'all would like to see that video, just let me know in the comment section down below, okay? It's right there, it's all yours. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and sit back, relax, and let me tell you about the books I plan on reading this month, next month. I don't know when this video is going up, okay? But this is what I want to do with my life, okay? The first book I want to read is a book that I have been wanting to read for so long because so many people I trust have been demanding outright that I read this book, and this is because a lot of you might know this, and if you're new you might not know this, and if you peruse my channel like a little bit after this video, you will learn that I am a huge fan of extreme horror books, and a lot of the time these books are very old or indie because, you know, today's books, the shit you get on Book of the Month, which, look, I'm never gonna get sponsored by them, so like, who gives a fuck, right? They just don't do it for me. They're very safe, very sanitized, very generic a lot of the time in the thriller department, and they don't have any horror selections. So I have to, like, you know, go for a lot of backlist stuff and a lot of stuff that big publishing houses would just not have the balls and the disposition to publish because they aren't, you know, palatable for a mainstream audience of people, which I am not. I have very different tastes. What that says about me, I really don't give a fuck. Okay, so this book is The Groomer by John Athan, and it's apparently one of the most extreme, graphic, disturbing horror books ever written in the world. And this book has been compared to the movie Prisoners by Denis Villeneuve, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. One of the most disturbing, gritty, scary movies I've ever seen, not because it's got monsters or demons, or boogeyman, or haunted dolls, or haunted houses. No. This has the horror that I like. Actual human beings doing depraved and horrible things. I think it's about kids that get kidnapped, and something about snuff films. I would like to go into this book not knowing as much as possible, because I read another book by this author called Lovesick, you know, by John Athan, and yo, that book was the shit, man. Like, I did a full vlog on that book and fucked me up in a good way. The next book I want to read is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, and I know that this book was in my March TBR. I've been putting it off for so long, and I am tired of feeling like a failure, okay? I'm gonna freaking read this book this month. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog it, I don't know if I'm gonna drunk review it, but y'all better, please, somebody out there hold me accountable, somebody out there, please get into my Instagram DMs and be like, read The Paris Apartment, you. I don't know why, I feel like I do, okay? And then the next book I want to read is Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. Now, some of y'all might be wondering, why do you want to read a book by an author that you've given 1 star in the past? First of all, I am all for second chances, and second of all, without spoiling, I just want to say that that book, Behind Her Eyes, that I absolutely hated from this author, did something that I despise when it comes to thrillers, and I just sincerely hope that this book I'm talking about now does not do that, or else I'm gonna be fucking pissed. And if it does, at least I'm going in knowing that I could get the same old bullshit and pretty much having expectations set as I go into this book and not be super mad. If some old bullshit like this happens, we'll see, okay? We shall see. I believe this book is about a woman named Emma. She is a successful lawyer. She's got mommy issues. She is experiencing tons of insomnia, and she's scared that this insomnia could possibly be a symptom for a thing that her mom when she was a kid experienced. Because when she was a kid, on her mom's 40th birthday, a switch flipped and her mom turned into like a monster, as she describes in the synopsis, and now she's all scared, she's all traumatized. She's like, could I turn into this demon bitch goddess my mom was when she was a kid? What is this? What could this insomnia be, you know? Sounds like a healthy dose of some childhood trauma to me. Okay, so the next book I want to read is this book by Darby Kane, who I've never read a book from before, but I think I recall seeing this on Haley from Haley Hughes' channel, and I just loved the way she described it. Okay, so this book is called The Replacement Wife by Darby Kane. This is gonna be a first for us, because I've never read a book by this author, and I'm curious to see what's gonna happen in this shit, fam. Okay, so this is what happens. Girl, listen to me. We follow this woman named Eliza, who's got this brother-in-law named Josh, and she suspects that Josh is like a fucking serial killer. And she suspects this because Josh has a dead wife, has a dead fiance, and she's like, okay, I better warn Josh's new girlfriend that this guy could fucking stab her in the face.
Good heavens.
So I can't wait to see how this goes. And I think she starts her own investigation and shit, and she sees some shit that, you know, incriminates him, and it turns into this whole thing, and I cannot wait to see the whole thing this turns into. Does that make sense to your soul? Okay, thank you. So next I want to read the new Alice Feeney book, and that is called Daisy Darker. First of all, what kind of fucking name is that, Alice? What the hell? When I was looking up what this book was about, I went on Goodreads, and I saw the Goodreads summary, and it was like, family reunion leads to murder. And then I stopped reading, okay? I stopped freaking reading, because at that point I was like, girl, I am in to win. I want to know what's happened, like, girl. Listen, if this ever happened at one of your family reunions, I know some of y'all would be very happy, okay? So I'm just gonna leave that out there. I don't want to know what else happens in this book. I just want to know what happens in this book when I read the book, okay? That's that. That's what's up. So the next book I want to read this month is a book that I have such complicated feelings towards. That made literally no sense. My English was terrible just now. And that is the new Riley Sager book. Okay, my relationship with Riley Sager is an abusive one. It's not so dramatic. It's just like, I loved every single book he ever published. But then Survive the Night gave me actual feelings of retribution and vengeance because of how horrible it was. So I read Survive the Night for Summerween last year, and y'all, I can't believe it's almost time for Summerween. What the fuck, okay? Listen. But also listen to this. I read Survive the Night for Summerween last year, and I forced myself to like it so much that I gave it 2.5 stars in that vlog. But then I got so many requests to film a drunk review on that book in my comment section that I sat down to film the review, looking at my notes on the book, and as I finished filming that review, I was like, there is no fucking way I can give this book anything more than 1 star. Straight up, I gave it 1 star because that's what that book deserves, and that's all she said on that, okay? So about this book, we follow an actress who is like an alcoholic, and she's had this hard life, and she goes to this, I believe, palatial estate lake house with a lake in front of the house. You get the vibes, right? And while she's there, across the lake, she has this couple that lives across the lake. The wife, I believe, is a model, and she almost drowns. So the main woman saves the model from drowning, and she starts to see that this couple has a very fraught relationship, and it turns into a thriller from there. I got rejected when I requested the ARC, so this book, all I'm gonna say is it's gonna be getting a review that will not have the bias of me having had an early copy, let's just say. It's gonna get a fair shot. So listen, I will be the first to admit that I'm not the nicest / most ethical person when it comes to reviewing books, but I am fair. Okay, so make of that what you will. So the next book I want to read is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And the reason I want to read this book is because my good friend Haley has been hyping it up so much. I think it's set in the South, and we follow these 2 men who, I believe one is like very conservative and one is racist. I'm just like basing this off of what I hear in wrap-ups. And so these two men had these sons who were a gay couple and they were murdered. And so these two men come together to avenge their kid. And right off the bat, this was compared to Quentin Tarantino's films in terms of the dialogue, in terms of just the overall rustic, gritty feel to the story. And I can tell that this could be a 5-star for me because I am a huge fan of Quentin Tarantino. Wait. I am so glad I get to show this thing off because this makes me so happy. I have this whole book of Quentin Tarantino's movies and I am such a huge fan of his. Believe me on that. Look, oh hell yeah, bitch. Look at that. I don't know what this is doing up here and not on the coffee table downstairs, but this is my Quentin Tarantino collector's edition coffee table book with all the details and all the tea on all his movies, and I love this so much, and I love him so much. And this book was compared to his movies, and I'm like, bitch, fuck yeah, I am in. I don't know why I'm not reading this book now. I should really, okay, I'm gonna go read this book like right now. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in future videos. If you happened to have made it this far, please leave a red heart in the comment section. That would be nice. Leave a red heart in the comment section or leave both a red heart and one book you really wanna get to next month / this month. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in future videos, and as always, take care.
I lose myself in this city now.